Now, about the Vizio TV and Blu-ray players, I believe that was announced last year that sometime before the end of this year it would be released. Is that delayed or is that still scheduled?
So we can't announce, other companies' products when they're released.
Okay.
We're with consumer electronics. You have to understand it's a complex pipeline. For one thing, like I'll give you an example. We are actually in the flash inside of TV sets that are available today. Okay, so in other words, we work with the TV manufacturer. There's the OnLive code's been debugged, QA'd, and it's a matter of flipping a switch and the icon will appear next to Netflix and Hulu and so on. But so there's a couple things you need to know. I mean, some of these TVs do not really have a good controller for playing games. So some of these guys were waiting for this online controller to come out, right?
Yeah.
And some of the then they have to go and get those controllers into the stores in inventory, and so there's a little bit of a pipeline. And then on top of that, they have to go and educate the stores or the retailers on the different features, etc. So there's a bunch of different things that come into play that are sometimes not obvious that kind of hold things up a little bit. They also work on a little different time schedule than we're used to in the internet world, because the updates they do to their TVs, they tend to be infrequent because they really don't want users to see the TVs updating constantly.
Yeah.
So we sometimes get it. We're in this update. We know it's coming in 3 months. Like, okay, we'll be there, and and we can't. But you see, we tend to kind of work. Here we are working all the way to this launch date tomorrow of the mobile stuff, and we're still getting new releases. And well, you gotta remember, if we're giving them code that they're going to release a couple months from now, we're not giving them, not running all the way up to a couple months. They're getting code from a couple months back, right?
Okay.
So any last fixes with the controller they have to get that. We have to wait for the next update. We have to wait for the controller being in inventory. So I know everyone would, myself included, would like these things to go a little faster, but we are working within the infrastructure that is in place for things that don't change nearly as often, like Blu-rays, for example. They just don't up. You've seen your Blu-ray player get updated. It just doesn't happen that often, right?
Nah. Well, that's understandable.